Hello, Virgo. My name is Nigel, and you have found Alchemy. This is your rest of year 2024 reading. Whatever you see here on the table could happen tomorrow, or it could happen the last day of the year. Okay, so let's get started right away. We're going to start with career, and we're going to go clockwise around, and we'll read a couple of oracle cards, and of course we'll pull from our big deck as well. So here we have in your career, I mean, look at that. I was waiting. I think I only have 2 readings left after this, and I was waiting to see who was going to get this charm, and it's you. So you have fire here, strong emotion, passion, passionate love or hate. You do have a lot of passion here going on in your career sector. There may be something you're very passionate about. It could be an idea. It could be your job that you have currently, or it could be something that you're starting up or that you're considering starting up. I have to tell you, this is really great energy. You have, well, obviously, I'm going to have to move this, okay? I hate moving them, but I am going to have to move them. So you have the tarot card of the 2 of Wands representing that whole sector, and that is the planning stages of something. So this may be something you're thinking about here, Virgo. This may be an idea you have as far as a career or how to make money, a business idea. But right, like this was right on top of that card. You had the biggest money charm in the whole canister, along with the believe charm. So whatever it is you're thinking about, you best believe. You best believe. Now, as you can see, I think this was like right there. You could see this is on the border of career and money, right? So we're going to get to this towards the end, but I just wanted to point that out to you that it is dipping into money. This is going to make you money. Whatever idea you're thinking about, hold on to that because it's really, really important. You have on the border between career and social life, you have rose quartz. So this is, my stone of self-love. It could be love coming from another person, but I do think it's self-love. I think that there is something going on in your life as far as some sort of an idea that you have that it's inspiring you, and it's really showing the rest of the world a certain beauty, if that makes sense. Confidence is beauty. There may be a confidence coming out of you, or if you're not feeling that way now, you will be. You have here, as we move into, before we do that, I wanted to let you know, here in the middle, this is where you reside. Anything that is close to this is close to you. It's either close to you time-wise, meaning it's going to happen extremely soon, or it's right next to you in your energy right now. And right here in the middle, you have the charm of never, never give up. And that is the thing that is most center in this whole reading. So there may be some point during this time, between now and the end of the year, where you're going to question yourself, you're going to question your idea, you're going to question your direction. And this is prompting you not to give up. You can question all you like, but at the end of the day, you have way too many good omens here. Way too many good omens for you to ignore this, push it aside, listen to other people if that sort of hits. But let's keep going here. In your social life, you have not, and this says unsuccessful plans. And when I see the knot, especially in your social group, this is a friend group situation, and it is coupled with the 10 of Cups in reverse. And, with these 2 cards coming up together like that, I mean, they represent a problem in your friend group or your acquaintance group. It could even be a work friend group. It's something like that, though. There is someone in your energy who is, my feeling is that they're just not good for you. My feeling is that they might even be a little bit jealous of you. My feeling is that they might be a frenemy, if that makes sense to you. Here you have, and look, it says tears of mine enemies, right under that. And as you can see, it's leading right into this never give up. There may be someone who hears your idea or sees your glow up or sees your confidence boost something and tries to deflate you in some way, tries to talk you out of it, tries to tell you it's no big deal, it's not correct, it's not going to work, or tries to sort of do something to derail you. And it looks like someone who comes as a friend. And here you have the pine cone, right? And the pine cone can mean many things, right? But in this reading, I really believe it represents the pineal gland, the third eye. What will you finally see? Someone's going to show you their true colors here, right? Yeah. And you have the wing, right? And this wing stretches from your social life to your love partnerships. You have somebody here on the other side. Now, this could be if you're into angels, if you pray to the angels, this is a strong sign from them. If you don't, this could literally be an ancestor from the other side that is looking out for you. You have, as we creep into this, you can really see it because you have the wing, and you can zoom in. I don't want to like ruin this whole thing by lifting everything up, but you have the wing that goes from social life to love, and right under it, it says, I choose strength. Even though I may be salty about what I learned, because you do, and I'm going to hold this one up because you have the salt shaker. It says salty, right? And so as we translate this, it says, even though what I learned may make me feel salty, you're going to choose strength. You have the compass here. And I like that because that tells us if you are lost, ask for help. The wing tells us the same thing. Ask your spirit guides, whatever they are. Okay. If you have no spirit guides, if you believe in the law of attraction, you ask the universe. I don't care who it is you pray to or rely on. If it's you, then ask your higher self, guide me. The compass is here for a reason, and the moon is here for a reason. You have the moon card coming in this love and relationships sector. Now, there may be things here in your love and relationships that you're confused about. The moon, things may not be what they seem. You do have the torch here, right? And it says spiritual development, enlightenment. But to me, the torch, especially in your love sector, right? You have to ask yourself the question, who's carrying a torch for you here, Virgo? Or who are you still carrying a torch for? There may be something along those lines. But with the moon card here, and this is Cancerian in nature, we have to ask ourselves what we're not seeing. There's something you're not seeing. There's something you're not seeing. Interesting. I mean, there's no great warnings here, but there is someone holding a torch for another person. And I think what I'm going to do is pull one of these cards for each sector. I haven't been doing that for everybody. You'll be like the third sign that I'm doing that for. So anyway, yeah, there is a torch being held for someone. There are things that you don't know yet. If you are lost in this situation, ask your spirit guides for help. You may learn something here about a friend, and you're going to be salty about it. You're not going to be happy about it, but your spirit guides are asking you to choose strength above all else. Okay. Now, here in advice, this is advice from spirit. You have the ram, and it says a stubborn and aggressive person, right? This could be an Aries for sure. But in general, it's a stubborn and aggressive. You have more fire energy here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. And I would say these two cards are opposite, right? Because here you have a stubborn, assertive person, right? And here you have a fire that's sort of been put out, right? Pretty interesting because they're opposites. The Ace of Wands could be hesitancy. It could be, honestly, someone trying to put that fire out. The Ace of Wands is a fire that's burning, and the Ace of Wands in reverse, someone putting that fire out. Someone telling you maybe something's too risky, right? It's non-aggression. You may be dealing with someone who's trying to put your spark out when it comes to something, and it may have something to do with your career. It also may, for some of you, have something to do with a love interest. But there is a fire attempting to be put out by a frenemy here. And what's very fascinating is I think you're coming in very stubborn, and this is in your advice. The advice is to be stubborn. Now, look at this. In your advice sector, very, very close to you, you have the key. The solution is very close. There is a solution in sight in this situation that's going to come to you. We'll clarify after we finish this here. Fascinating, though. Now, in spirit and self, you have grapes. It says time to go out and have fun. Yes, but grapes have a different meaning. The grapes definitely traditionally represent fertility, abundance, wealth, right? This may be on your mind. I mean, I can see that. This is neon, right? I could see that. It may be on your mind. How to grow your wealth, how to be successful, how to get out of a rut, how to get into the fast lane. It looks like you have some idea that you're definitely going to listen. If you're smart, you'll keep this idea and you'll grow it, and you'll disregard anything that you're hearing to the contrary. Now, here in Spirit and Self, you have the Fool. Look at this. Very, very different energy again. You have, and I don't want to lift it up and ruin all the stack of charms, but you have the Fool in reverse. And the Fool in reverse, somebody may be stopping you from going down a new road or attempting to. They're trying to stop your progress. All right, they are. And like I said, there's two opportunities for progress here. There's one in a relationship here, and there is also a huge one as far as business ideas or job or something to do with money. Okay, so you have the Fool in reverse. On top of the Fool in reverse, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. In other words, you have the ability to change direction. You could get right on that road. There's an owl here. The owl is always wise counsel, right? Seek wise counsel. Definitely seek some wise counsel here. The owl is this, long story short, this particular pendant is associated with the sign of Scorpio, and we are in Scorpio season. So a lot of what you see here on the table might be at its peak during Scorpio season. You have also, what is this? You have Leave Me Alone. You may feel like that. I mean, when you hear the truth about this person, you may feel the need to recoil. You may feel you're going to think about this, because look at all these cards. I mean, you have the ability to do something. Your spirit and self, you're going back and forth with something. There is someone trying to knock you off track. But you have the grapes of abundance here. Fascinating. Now, on the border between spirit and self and home and family, you have the World. On the border, literally on the border. The World in reverse. Fascinating. Think about that. The World in reverse is the need to break free from something, preventing you from moving on and finishing something. And it is on the border of home and family. It's also in your social life. This may very well be for many of you, your family. This may be people who you consider family. Fascinating, fascinating. Now, here, right on top of the charm, you could zoom in and look. It's the sister charm. So for many of you, this is a female energy. Okay, it doesn't have to be a sister per se, general reading, but it's a feminine energy. Female, definitely female in nature. Now we should move on here to home and family in general, because we have the skull, and this is hidden secrets. Yeah, I mean, we're building a story here. There is a hidden secret going on here. There's something going on here. Now, I do see feminine energy, and I also see masculine energy that's very close to you. Now, I'm not saying that the masculine energy is bad, because literally right next to this masculine energy, you have the evil eye pendant, and that is to, protect you against dark forces. So this is a very protective male energy that's very close to you. And you have this female energy that seems to want to stop you. Now, does that mean the female energy is the awful human being? No. It could be someone who's just jealous of you. And the sad fact is that when someone's jealous of you, they can't really ever be your friend or your real true sister. It's just never going to work. There's always that underlying thing that they're jealous of. Instead of being happy for you, they're jealous, right? So if that's the case, keep a lookout for that energy. But you have the key here. The solution is in sight. You're being asked not to give up. Don't give up on your idea, especially. And you have this protective energy around you. Seek wise counsel for sure. So as we move on to health and well-being, we have, look, health and well-being. And I'm glad I do all the shuffling and the laying out on camera. If you ever want to slow it down, use that gear shift. You click on that and you can make it as slow as you'd like. But this health and well-being, time to get out of a situation, Virgo. Time to get out. You have the Two of Cups in reverse. What was once a couple, and this couple doesn't have to be romantic in nature, but where there was two, this is breaking apart. This could be a couple as two close friends, two close family members, a work-related friendship. Yeah. It's time to get out of it. It's the Two of Cups in reverse, and the time to get out of a situation, time to get out of it for your own well-being. You have believe here in reverse, your belief in this situation. If you're not feeling it now, by the end of the year, your belief is going to be at an all-time low. You are going to have the courage here with the courage charm to get through this and get out of it. Okay, you are. Now, as we move on here to finances, you have Angel. And it says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. We talked about this. This is in reverse. And I believe this is in reverse because you're not feeling it, because even this evil eye is kind of in reverse. It's what you don't see. You don't see it coming. You don't see it next to you. Perhaps you don't believe it. There's something unbelievable about that to you, but it's come up over and over again in your reading. So you don't have to believe in order to receive, but I think you're receiving it. Right? Some things are true whether you believe them or not, right? And I believe that is one of the many messages here. You have, in finances and wealth, you have the Chariot in reverse, and this is Cancerian energy again. I wonder if any of you are dealing with a Cancer. There's a lot of Cancer energy here on the table, but you do have the Chariot in reverse. Now, that could represent something as simple as a car problem before the end of the year that you're going to have to spend money on. But I think if we're going to go in the same direction that the rest of the reading has gone in, it is someone that's trying to make you about face on an idea there. So you're going to come across someone, and you have the smoky quartz here to ground you. And you have look, this is attached. This big charm is attached. There is someone in your life that before the end of this year is going to try to talk you out of an idea that you have for your life, for your future, a new business, a new opportunity, a new direction you'd want to take, something you're very passionate about, something you're excited about. There is they're going to try to talk you out of it. They're going to try to piss in your cornflakes. I'm telling you. Definitely. So this is something that you really need to think about, because there is a secret here. There is a secret here. Definitely. Before we read your oracles, I'm going to pull some cards here. Let me pull some of these cards. Now show me this career and business. In the career, we talked about this. You have this amazing energy, business opportunity that expands into your money. And see, it's all about intentions. Yeah, you create, like I said, it could be the law of attraction here. Whatever it is, your intentions mean something. I'll just put that here. Your intentions mean something. The more passionate you are towards something, the more positive you are, the more you upsell it to yourself, the more success you're going to have. And then you have this knot in your social life / others, somebody outside yourself. And it's time to retreat. Yeah, you're going to want to retreat from this person, right? You're going to want to put distance. Before the end of the year, you're going to want to put distance between you and them. You have this love opportunity. It is an opportunity. And your higher self is being activated at this time. Before the end of the year, your higher self will be activated. And what that means is that you're going to come out of this a better person. You're a more confident person, a more successful person. You're going to be able to attract who you'd like to attract. The moon card here is going to give birth to you being your higher self. I can't wait to do your 2025 summary. It should be very interesting. Now, in your advice sector here, you do have that sort of clashing thing going on where someone was trying to put out your fire, and then you have the ram, right? You have, confusion. We talked about that, right? There's confusion, right? Between these two energies, confusion. Somebody might bring that up. Somebody might say you're looking at something with rose-colored glasses. Somebody might try to say you're being too naive, too silly, you're thinking wrong. Could be a family member, could be a friend. There's somebody here that is not good for your forward motion. Because when I look at them next to you or in your energy at all, I see the Fool in reverse. I see the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, for your own well-being, the Two of Cups in reverse. For your own well-being, time to get out of a situation. Spirit, self, please, for Virgo. Spirit and self, please, for Virgo. Spirit and self, please, for Virgo. You have, yeah, it's time to show strength. It's time to get empowered. It is time to get empowered. Definitely. Show me home and family, please. Time to get empowered. Get off. Turn that Fool reverse upside down. Yeah, because look, you have gifts in abundance waiting for you. I'm telling you. You have an idea. There is an idea here on the table. What idea are you harboring here? There is definitely success here. And here you go. You have ancestor guides. This could very well be someone who's passed on this wing. Very, very, very well. You have guides here. Utilize them. And here in your finances, you have to trust in divine timing. It's not always the easiest card to get because it really doesn't answer much. But I have to tell you, your Chariot and your Fool card should be turned around. And I think the only way to do that is for you to get psychologically in a different frame of mind and get away from this negative person. There is a negative person in your energy. And here, to drive this point home, this could be an air sign. You have air. It says, seek a union of spirit and mind. Air. And more air energy here. You have the Fog card, right? And the fog is what? It's hidden. It's obscure. It's uncertain. It's on a gray scale. Do you see how gray that is? There's a gray zone in between your present moment and your future success. And you're in that gray zone right now. And it's time to jump into living color. Right? It's time to jump into living color. Let's pull from this deck for Virgo. For Virgo. Until the end of 2024. Until the end of 2024 for Virgo. Too many cards. Although all of those cards look great. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. This is Piscean energy. It's Piscean energy, and this is sacrificial. This particular deck, the Hanged Man, is sacrificial in nature. You see it's turkey, right? Turkey's hanging there. Don't sacrifice your future for this person. Don't sacrifice your future ideas, your children. When I say your children, your ideas are your children. Give birth to them. Choose life for them. Don't let this be another sacrificial year. 2025 is meant to be a time where you're getting off this Hanged Man energy and you're moving into something lucrative for yourself. And the only way to do that is to do it between now and 2025. Do the cleaning. Do your winter/spring cleaning. For sure. Right? At the bottom of the deck, look what we got here. The Alchemist. It's time to change one thing into another with that Temperance card. It's time to go from the Hanged Man to the Alchemist. What are you going to choose, Virgo? Namaste.